Well, it's done. The torch has been passed, and we have a new president, President Donald Trump. So what was it like to be in Washington, D.C. this morning live? Well, we have someone who was and is still there to speak to us in Washington. His name is Matt Demar. Now, he's a business developer. He's an old radio guy, believe it or not. And also, he did a video called Make America Great Again. So Matt is with us. He was there. He's still there and observing an awful lot of what's happening. Hi, Matt. How you doing?
All right, man. How's everything?
Well, I'm doing fine. Now, listen, I got to ask you straight out. I know you're a Trump supporter, which is okay.
Yep.
You are also a radio guy. That's cool.
Yep.
But I know you could also be very, very discerning about the speech itself because you've seen an awful lot. You've done an awful lot. Tell me, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rate Donald Trump's speech this morning?
You know what? I think he did real well. I think it was about an 8. I don't know if it was a full 10. I think he got the point across. I feel like being out there in front of him and seeing all the people respond, I feel like he really made an impression, and he let people know that today's the day where we start to change things and make everyone feel like. I felt everyone there felt like he was giving back us the country, like really just saying, "Hey, I'm here for the people," and I think he did a good job with that. There was a couple things that you could have maybe added here and there. But besides that, he did a real good job with that. I think the people feel really energetic and excited, and when you walk on the streets and you see these people from all over the country wearing the hats, and the scarves, and the outfits, and the T-shirts, and they're all when you say "Let's make America great again," it's so interesting because some of these people are so passionate. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I just hope that they can keep that passion after about the first 100 days. You know what I mean? Because people want things done like now.
I really think he will. I mean, I've been a big Trump supporter since the beginning. I've always liked Donald Trump. I think he's a real smart businessman. And growing up in New York as a young man, I always wanted to be that real estate tycoon. And I think a lot of people in my generation grew up and was like, oh, yeah, if I could do well in real estate, it'd be like Donald Trump. He had a branding name. And then he did some television. So it was very exciting when he became a candidate and decided he was going to run. I was very excited about it. And that's why I put together the song, Make America Great Again. Because I really had passion for him. But I feel that, when you're out there on your own, you say, yeah, I really want it to happen. Then you see these people from all over the country that are out there with the same passion. They might not be doing songs, but they're out there and they're coming from all over and they're standing. It was raining too, and they're walking in the rain and listen, there's a lot of passion on both sides. I mean, unfortunately, you have a lot of people that aren't happy that were, in some of the streets, doing some things which weren't really too cool.
And some of those protests, let's be honest about it. You don't throw rocks at the police because they're trying to control the protest. You have the right to protest. Absolutely, 100%. That's what this country is all about. But be a little bit on the classy side, be out there protesting.
I agree with you 100%. It's really a shame. A lot of these young millennials, they don't get it. And really, a lot of people in the street were young. I mean, my whole thing is if you're going out to protest and speak your mind, God bless you. Speak your mind.
Yeah.
Tell people how you feel. But, what is the issue? These kids were approaching these protests wearing gas masks. Like, where did they get them from?
Yeah.
Like, they knew they were looking for trouble. Like, are you looking to protest or are you looking for trouble? I just think it's a lot of, there's troubled youth and younger people out there that just don't get it. They're looking for trouble or they have nothing else to do. I got to tell you, it's really upsetting when you see people showing up and they walk around and have actual gas masks on. I'm like, well, where'd you get the gas mask from and why are you wearing it? If you're just protesting and speaking your mind, it's also going to throw anything at you. Yeah. But if you're prepared in your head to come down to these protests wearing this type of thing, there's something wrong there.
No.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I feel bad for those people's folks because I'd be so embarrassed if they were my children.
Couple of things that he said, and one thing that he left out, and I want to get your read on this. He said, buy America, hire America, which I think is fantastic. That's a great slogan.
Yeah, buy America, hire America.
But is he going to bring back all the stuff that he has made in China and Bangladesh, too?
You know what? I think that his moving forward, I think that's really where he's going, is really to really push America. And did he buy stuff from other countries? Of course he did. We all did.
Yeah.
I mean, this is America. We've imported stuff from all over the place. When you're in business sometimes, if it's there, you're trying to get the best deals. Now, they can say whatever they want about him, but at the same day, again, he didn't create those laws. We let the people come in and sell to us cheaper. So as a business person, he's trying to do situations. He's going to buy stuff that's cheaper. What he's trying to do is make it so America can make the product the cheapest, by taxing overseas people and stuff like that. So then you don't have to buy.
Yeah.
But in the past, you had no choice. I mean, the government set up to make it so like you almost did have to buy.
I just hope
then
that
people left these countries. And that whole thing, you know?
I just hope that people will buy America. It may cost a little bit more. Who knows? I mean, we don't know yet until all the whys and wherefores and the I's are dotted, on paper, so we know what's going on. I hope they can.
I think people do buy. I think people do buy America. I mean, we have a lot of American cars and plants that are here that are even going to expand now. They're saying that sell American products, and it's a good thing. I mean, and I think that with these other jobs and people coming back, and if they do tax some of the stuff coming in, it will make it a little bit more fair.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, too, that you even mentioned about cars, because I won't buy a foreign car. And that's just my own personal thing. But you know what? There is no American car anymore either, because the parts of the car come from every place. It's crazy.
True. I mean, there are companies like Fiat who own Dodge and Chrysler and stuff, but they still were American cars. But I get it. But there are also, like they said, Fiat would open a company. Now they could open in America. There were one company that was going to open a big factory. You know what I mean? So now if we're even getting some of these foreign companies coming to open factories here, it's going to be better for us too, because maybe they'll start importing some of their cars out of America to bring more money down.
Now, he also said that he was going to do away with ISIS and terrorism forever off the face of the earth. And, I would love to say, go get him, Donald, but, how do you legislate ideology and hate?
You know what? I'm going to say something, and this is really interesting, and I don't know what people think about it, but this is how I feel. Look, going into this race, you had the Democrats against him. You had a lot of Republicans against him. My only thing I can tell everybody is this. I wouldn't be somebody that wants to bet against Donald Trump. Because so far, Donald Trump has proved everybody wrong. So when he's saying that he's going to go and do something, right now, at face value, I got to take what he's saying. He means it. I think he does mean it. And can he do it? If anybody can, Donald Trump can. I mean, Donald Trump did something with his election that no one's ever done before. And I feel that he's got a lot of people back on his side. But remember, let's talk beginning to beginning. In the beginning, a lot of these people were not voting for him. No. A lot of these Republicans were saying, "Oh no, they were all good." But now they turned the card in. You know what? He stood on his own. He's a bright, smart man, and he bulldozed through everybody.
Well, we got to give him a chance.
See that, right?
Yeah, we got to give him a chance.
Exactly, we got to give him a chance. And I got to tell you also, if I was one of those people on the other side and I wasn't voting for him and he became president, I'd have to watch myself pretty carefully, because so far everything he said he was going to do, he's making happen. So I don't know if I want to be opposite side of him. I might want to be like some of these Republicans that were against him, saying, you know what? We can't beat this guy. Let's join him, because maybe he's got a good plan. Well, let's make America great again.
I'm kind of on the stump. You know what I mean? I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to see. But why is it, do you think, that so many young adults are protesting Trump's inauguration?
You know what? I just think a lot of them don't get it. Listen, you know what? The generation. I'm 48 years old. I grew up in a different generation. The reason why I believed in, I'm a businessman, but the reason why I believed in Trump at the beginning, because I grew up on music like hip-hop. And the generation before me grew up on rock. But hip-hop is a culture that has always been keeping it real. The reason why my age group, I feel, like Trump, and a lot of people did like Trump, is because Trump just tells it like this. We're sick of it. We're all business people now. We want to hear the truth. Whether we like it or not, we just want to hear it. And we want to hear unfiltered stuff. That's just the way it is, and I feel that the young people today, a lot of them, I hate to say it, but I'm worried about the millennials and the younger ones, because a lot of them are real lazy. I have people that work for me, and their morals and ideas are so much different. I mean, they don't work like we did. They don't care. It's like a lot of them came into, they just right away they went to college, they didn't work, and that's probably the problem as well. A lot of us had to work before we went to college, and then that situation. So I think a lot of the kids don't even understand what's going on.
Well, millennials they feel they're entitled. They really do.
Well, that's the thing. They're an entitled generation, which is pretty scary. And when you have entitled people like that, it means they're not going to work that hard. And then they're going to feel a certain way. And it's really scary, because what happens from here? These are the people that in 15, 20 years from now could be running this country.
I know. The other thing, too, and I'm so glad that you mentioned the whole idea of those who, the speech itself, like being an 8, I agree with you 100% there. The reason I do is because I think he could have included one other little thing. Make it so that the people who didn't vote for me, you're part of the people now. We are all coming together as one.
That was the reason why I felt the only thing I felt missing, and and some parts blame him because they really gave it to him, and he was really. I felt he did the right thing, but it gave him a hard time. So I'm sure, hopefully this will all be mended.
Oh yeah, but he gave back. He gave back just as hard as he got.
100%. But I think at the end of the day, we have to have Democrats and Republicans working together to make this country great. And they have to. Listen, Hillary Clinton and them were all there today. I mean, a lot of people were saying they weren't coming. They all were there.
Yeah.
Everyone was there. I mean, at the end of the day, people are realizing, okay, enough being a baby, enough with all the whining and crying. He's the president. There's nothing you can protest. God bless you. You can jump and down. It's like I said, it's how youth. Like when they don't get their way, they stamp and cry. Well, if you want to speak up, speak up. But let's get the bottom line. Let's make it happen. And if you're not happy with it, you know what you do? Go out and run.
Hey, I got to ask you though. There was some rumor that they were going to hand out weed at the inauguration. Did you see any of that?
I didn't see that. I mean, honestly, it was the inauguration. It was set up real good.
Oh, okay.
There wasn't a lot of the stuff didn't happen till after. I mean, when it was going on, I thought there was going to be craziness, but everything that you guys see on TV and stuff didn't happen till after. I remember I was walking back. Because the streets were all blocked off, helicopters everywhere. There's police every 5 minutes you walk. Police, army. I mean, they have this town locked up pretty good. I mean, you're not getting away with nonsense.
No.
It was only a couple areas that when you go back, because you really couldn't drive or cab it. When you're walking back, you really saw young people protesting and with signs and doing things and lighting some garbage on fire, which is totally ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just nonsense. If you want to protest and say stuff, cool, but lighting stuff on fire or throwing rocks at cops or doing things that are going to hurt people is not cool. It's not cool. That's not proving. That's just making you guys look dumb and making you look like that the other side's 150% right because you're going to hurt somebody. Now,
in the last minute that we have, I got to ask you about your video because you're going to have to come back and do my pop-off radio show because we'll have more time.
I would love to.
But you call your rapper name is Political Panic. Tell me about
Correct.
Your video.
My rapper name is Political Panic. You can see it on YouTube. The song's called Make America Great Again. And the reason why I'm called Political Panic is because back in the 90s, when I graduated college, I had a record deal, and I was on MC Records, and I went by the name of Kid Panic. And at that point, I toured with Public Enemy, Big Daddy Kane, MC Lyte, Boyz II Men. I was one of the first white rappers. But MoveFest, after years of doing some radio and then years of being in business, I've been a businessman for the last some years, I never thought about doing rap again. And then this came up, and I said, you know what, I want to reach the young people, because I figured with these millennials and stuff, the only thing they're going to understand is maybe if they hear it from music and in a format they understand. So I did that, and believe it or not, I live in Suffolk County, Long Island. My county is the county that is one of the only counties in New York that won for Trump. So, there's a great leader there, John Laval, and because we did all that, everyone pushed forward. And, again, can I take credit for it? I don't know, but I think I helped reach a lot of young people. Because I've had a lot of young people reach out to me and say, I didn't know this. I didn't know that. There's parts of my song where I talk about how, I joke around about Clinton. I talk about how she had taken foreign money. It's fun. It's a funny song. It's fun. And at the same time, it brings out the points why you should vote for Trump. And it was, before he was elected.
Oh, of course.
So if everyone gets a chance, get up on YouTube, Political Panic, Make America Great Again. Definitely something fun to see. You'll get a kick out.
Well, hopefully we will be making America great again. And I want to thank you for taking the time to be with us today. I'll be giving you a call because then we're going to do pop-off where we can talk a longer time, okay?
I would love that. Great. You have a great day. And everybody, let's make America great again. God bless all.
You bet. And go have some fun.
Thank you.
California headline.